You know, it's funny because everyone who defends AI in my comments when I make videos about AI beat generators.
I'm going to say it. A lot of people that defend generative AI music, they're not good at making music. I'm sorry. Their music sounds like No, stolen is a great word to describe what AI has done. The dark truth about making beats with AI in 2025. This is actually really interesting because he put me on to something I didn't really think about when it comes to this. I haven't seen the video yet, but I see him post about it on Twitter.
You could go online right now and make a beat with no talent, no music theory, no background in music, very easily and for free by logging onto one of these AI websites. Just type a prompt in, hit generate, pat yourself on the back, feel like you really did something, and now you have a beat. And that beat is a piece of intellectual property that you own. Or is it? Now, producers, we need answers, because every time I say something negative about AI, it's always, oh, Payne, you're going to get left behind. All the producers that learn about AI, they're going to make their way into the future and they're going to thrive, and you're going to get left behind. Not even having that conversation right now. Did you know this? When you make a beat by just typing in a simple prompt, getting that beat out, nobody owns that beat. Yes, you can put that beat on Spotify and start generating royalties off of it. That's legal apparently, but I could take.
So currently it is, but it's going to change, because what he's talking about is Government Copyright Office AI Part 2. So they haven't released Part 3 of this yet. They've only released Part 2, and I've talked about this already before. They talked about copyrightability of AI within music, or not just music, sorry, in media and art. Basically, all they say so far is you can't copyright it unless there's sufficient human input. That's all we know so far. Part 3, I can't remember what they said Part 3 is going to be. Hold on. Address the legal implications of training AI models in copyright works. Okay, they're not fully done with this yet. So I don't know how much that'll change it, but how will they know what you did in AI? That's a good question, actually. I really don't know.
Take that beat off of Spotify, the one that you're claiming is yours, and I can legally, this is crazy, right? I can legally claim it as mine too and put it on my page and sell it and put it on CDs if I want to and put it.
That's actually a good way to kill AI. Everybody just takes the same thing and puts it on everything 100,000 times.
On my BeatStars and lease it because it's in the public domain. So you think AI is creating?
I understand what's going on, but I'm sure a lot of people do not know what's going on right now. Basically, AI generated music, stuff made on Suno. If you made it on there, you cannot copyright it.
All of these solutions, it's actually creating a lot of problems. And let's be real, a lot of producers right now and a lot of recording artists right now, with AI not even in the conversation, don't understand how the music business works, don't understand copyright law. But now with AI, it's making a mess of copyright law.
What's up, Tony?
What does this actually mean for producers who use AI in the future moving forward? What does it mean for these?
It's still something that's tentative.
AI platforms.
Tentative.
That are charging you to create something that you can't legally own to begin with. And also, why is Timberland making these wild statements that AI beats and AI music are pure of soul more so than what humans are making? So
we got to take, we need to take Timberland, we need to, I mean that in the nicest way possible, but he is just, he is fucking everything up right now. And the fact that he has so many hits under his belt, people will continue to back him, even though he's doing a lot of damage. Just by backing these AI companies and saying that it has more soul than a lot of actual producers, he's doing a ton of damage just based off of the things he's done in the past.
Let's talk about it. Thank you for checking out the podcast. The link to the podcast channel is below. Sound off in the comments. This seems like a mess.
You know, we talk about
I already know these comments are gonna be terrible.
AI and artificial intelligence, but shuck, that's the only thing that has a pure soul right now. Yeah. That you can create something.
Nobody's gonna comment on what he just said there. He's just gonna say AI is the only thing with soul right now, and we're just gonna be like, that's what we're doing out here.
And just express your true feelings, and it comes out beautiful. But you know, I just feel like right now, everything just discombobulated.
All right, that's enough of him. Using AI and saying it's the only thing that has soul is a wild statement to me. I don't know where I kind of understand where he's coming from.
No, not even a little bit, bro.
I don't think he's digging enough. I don't think he's again, I think music today is like shopping at Ross. Like there's good shit out there, but it's hard to find exactly what you need. That's actually pretty good. I don't know. I think that's actually pretty good, dude. You know, you really got to dig, but the algorithms are pretty solid. Like once you find somebody that's solid, I found a cat. I think I sent him to you guys and I said, this cat is next up. I don't know where he's from. I feel like he's from the Midwest or the South. A white dude named Anella. because I clicked on a few of his songs, and I always like to hear consistency and quality. I don't need to like every song, but there needs to be like a consistency in the quality of every song that you make. And I think this Catanella is up next. It seems like he's already doing well. He's got like 400,000 monthly listeners, but I think he's about to blow. But what's your guys' reaction to what Mr. Timberland?
I just wish somebody would be like, well, I love it. I mean, I don't know. He's spitting. Come on now. Come on.
I don't rock with any music executives who don't think that there's good music out right now. And yeah. I don't rock with any music executives who don't think predecessor.
No, it's Anella, not Vanilla. That's crazy. If his name was Vanilla, imagine if there's a white rapper named Black. Kind of hard, kind of crazy.
Just have good music out. I just think y'all are boring, and just say that, Timberland. It's weird too because he's on Twitch and
no, not Spooky Black. He's good too, but just Black, just Black.
TikTok live all the time, listening to music. So I get him saying, "Cool." Nobody out right now or like who has been here is impressing me.
You want to know why Timberland's saying that? Because he makes money from those AI, well, Suno in particular, from an AI website, Suno. So him promoting it and saying it's the best or the greatest thing is basically only going to enlarge his pockets, you know? It's a win situation for him. Like, why is no one else going to like dig into that? That's what's going on here.
Maybe you got to dig deeper. Maybe you got to help some people develop because it's a new era of music. But to go from there and then say that the only music that you feel like has soul is AI, I don't trust you anymore. Like, it's been a really kind of quick roll from him being one of my favorite producers ever of all time. I've always had a 3-way tie.
I'm sure that's not what she's talking about, but crazy.
Of producers in my lifetime. Like, it's between Timbo, Pharrell, and either Rodney Jerkins or Kanye. It's always kind of like those 3 or 4.
In particular, Kanye and Timberland, they've been knocked off, bro. They've been knocked off.
Just because he makes so many egregious statements, he's no longer, I can't say he's my, like, sound-wise, sure, but I just can't stand him. Like, it bothers me.
My question is, what does he mean by AI-generated music is the only pure soul right now?
He means I make money from that, and I have to say it's the best. That's what he means.
He uses a lot of language that
explain it. I don't know. Are you like what could he possibly
mean? In no context should you say that.
Right. Well, I agree with that, but what is he trying to say? Because he said a lot of stuff that wasn't clear. He said The
only thing about Burial, though, it's some fucking sad music, man. If you're like a little too close to being depressed, do not listen to Burial, okay? You may want to by the time you're done listening. I listened to Untrue one time from front to back, and I did not really have a good day afterwards. It fucked my shit up. Bro. It's amazing, but it's a little too much. It's a little too much sometimes.
So that I can keep racking up my millions. That's what he's trying to say. Please download my app and continue to use it so that we can get free data from you inputting your sources that we are creating the soul from.
No, I've never been to the UK. Probably not.
Again, come on, this is iterative. It's coming directly from humans. So if AI is the only thing with soul, you've already invalidated yourself because it had to be taken from human inspiration.
Yeah.
And not just human inspiration. It was stolen from human-made music.
Right. The platform he's referring to is...
Maybe Timberland just has like a humiliation kink, you know?
Still currently facing a lawsuit by basically the whole recording industry. I mean, the Recording Industry Association of America, representing all the majors, is suing him right now. And I mean, I would be a part of that lawsuit, truth be told, but I don't have the power that the majors have. So they're doing it on their own behalf, not on my behalf. Let's be clear. They don't represent me, but they...
Wait, hold on. Is Payne saying him and Timberland have smoke? What is the smoke?
Sometimes your sometimes a person's.
No, stolen is a great word to describe what AI has done. Like, it was trained without, swear to God, don't say it's the same thing as that's what humans do. No, humans do not systematically take it apart piece by piece and then replicate it over and over. And if they do not do it on the level the AI does it. It's robots versus humans. Like, it's not the same. Stupid argument. I already know what you're going to say.
Self-interest aligns with your own. And so the label's self-interest very briefly overlaps with a lot of ours as artists that aren't necessarily signed by labels, or artists that have worked with labels and haven't even really been happy with the experience. 100%. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's funny because everyone who defends AI in my comments when I make videos about AI beat generators.
I'm going to say it. A lot of people that defend generative AI music, they're not good at making music. I'm sorry. Their music sounds like shit.
And whatnot. They always say, the one thing they say is AI.
The thing with AI and like discussing AI is it always brings out the worst fucking comparisons in the world. Would you rather use a calculator or pen and paper to solve a math problem? Be honest. Not the same thing. My point is, just because a technology is new doesn't mean it's the same as another new technology. Okay, think about this. Yes, it is. A calculator is a language model. It's a difference between solving a creative problem versus a objective problem. Okay, that's what your calculator is doing. It's solving objective, whereas generative AI is trying to solve creative. That's why it's shit.
I'm not worried about, because it doesn't have soul. They always say that even the people that will die on the AI defense hill will say, all right, but at the end of the
now, obviously, I do think it's fine if you're going to use it creatively somehow, you know, but if you're just fucking typing some shit out, generate a song, and you're like, I made this, you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. You're a dumbass. You're not creative. I don't know how else to say it, man.
You're still a part of that process. And Timberland is saying the opposite now. He's saying, no, AI is the soul. The human is soulless, essentially. That's kind of the implication there. So we've entered a very interesting phase of this pro AI narrative, and I don't know. I think nothing surprises me anymore because of the news that I follow, seeing all of the cognitive dissonance, experiencing that when clearly up is up, and on the news they're telling you up is down, and this feels like a continuation of that. It's like we're being bombarded by propaganda that just logically and intuitively doesn't make sense. Logically and intuitively, AI generated.
AI will have more soul than humans within 5 years. You're lost, man. You're lost. I feel like maybe you're trolling. I don't know.
Music can't have more soul than humans. There's just no way. But that interfaces well into the topic that I want to share, which is Federal Court of Appeals has an updated ruling on copyright and AI. And so what they've determined, which is what they initially decided, was that
it's crazy to me how I broke this right when it happened. I didn't break it, but I broke it in like music production YouTube. And then all these channels are talking about it like 3 months later. It was just funny. It's like, this is kind of old news, although it's still relevant, I guess. It'll be relevant for a long time, but it's like, come on, bro, like get with the times, keep up with the times. Maybe these people do need AI, at least for some shit.
AI generated music and art, any art, needs human authorship for the copyright process.
When you're breaking up,
Man, you're
breaking up when you have anything on screen.
Yeah, you might just have to read it.
Why did they cut this part out? This is why editing rules, guys. Need to learn editing. AI cannot edit this.
What they determined was the Federal Court of Appeals ruled that art created autonomously by artificial intelligence cannot be copyrighted, reaffirming the need for human authorship in the copyright process. Now, I kind of hate the way that these things work, because what does that mean? Oh, it needs human authorship. What is human authorship? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very subjective. It's open-ended.
I mean, like if I go to Suno and I type in "make me some hot" and I click the button and something comes back, was that human authorship because I entered in a prompt? If I write, I want guitar and I misspell guitar, I want guitar, guitar EDM, and I spell it EMD, and something comes out. Because something is going to come out.
That's really fucking funny. I can't believe he's not laughing at that. I want guitar, MD. I'm artist.
Is that human authorship? I personally don't think so, but the law isn't clear about that. Now, when I go on
I want good to our EMD. I want good to our EMD.
Google and shout out to Google AI because everything is cited. So the sources for this are Houston Law Review, Wired, Copyright Lately. What they say is that in the U.S., AI-generated art created without any human input is considered to be in the public domain and cannot be copyrighted. All right. So that public domain thing, if that's true, and based on these sources, they're saying it is true. If that's true, we need answers. Because when I go to, and tell me if I'm crazy, if they're public domain, right? And I go to Suno right now, or
in a way that's kind of good. In a way it's good, and in a way it's bad.
Udio, and I generate a track using their generative AI, whether it's a beat sample, whatever, what they tell me on the
True. The AI music is just a distraction for the Terminators that are coming.
Website is, I need to pay a membership in order to get commercial rights for this generated content. But if it's in the public...
This dude's just on his phone, bro. So disrespectful. I'm generating some art on my phone right now. It's AI.
Public domain, and it's copyright free, they don't have the legal authority to charge me in order to grant permission for something because they don't own that. I can't say, hey, Aaron, send me $50. I'll let you go to the
Damn, he's got a Street Fighter 2 game in the back.
theater and watch that new Pixar movie. I can't do that because I don't own the Pixar's intellectual property. So Suno can't tell me as a free end user that I can't take whatever I
Man's not on his phone. He's playing with his penis.
generate
What, a man can't play with his penis anymore in a podcast?
from their free non-commercial usage account and put it on Spotify and start generating money
Bro's generating Studio Ghibli pictures right now.
off of that because they don't own that. So they're once again infringing a new copyright law. Am I right? Or am I way off?
Correct. No, it's like
He's like, damn, that shit came out shitty as hell.
they're continuing to create a problem.
And here's the other problem. Say you're a producer and you go on Suno and you generate a bunch of instrumentals, like a whole lo-fi album, and you put it on Spotify. Because what you created is in the public domain, Suno can't tell you that you can't use it commercially. So they can't stop you from monetizing that.
I think if the terms say so, then you can't, right? Because the copyrightability portion of the U.S. copyright law doesn't state it's public domain. It just states that it can't be copyrighted. Well, I mean, it would be public domain if Suno lets you. So it's not protected by copyright, but that doesn't mean you can use it. It's like public domain that can't be, I don't know, it's not really public domain then. It really depends on the terms, right? Am I wrong here? What do you guys think?
Even if you don't pay for the commercial usage rights, but because it's in the public domain, another person can come along.
What if I didn't read the TOS? That doesn't change anything. Like if you sign something and you didn't read it, you're still held accountable for what you signed.
All your music off of Spotify and resell it, and you can't do anything because it's in the public domain. Public, anyone. AI is for everybody. If you make AI art using generative AI without sufficient human input, it's not yours. You can make money off of it, but someone can come right along and take it right out of your hands and make money just the same. Maybe
won't that just ruin it in the long run anyways?
So that's two new problems that we've created. The biggest problem to me is always going to be the fact that AI is based on stolen art from humans.
Yeah.
And then to bring it back to the first clip, now the people behind AI are telling humans that AI is more.
I really think it's not public domain. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I just don't think it's public domain. And if it was, it's going to become a huge fucking issue because you could generate Metallica and then like it'll be just like Metallica, but then it's public domain. Like, how does that fucking make sense? That just seems, I don't think that's correct. I don't know.
More human than they are.
I think it's interesting because I feel like this speaks to a deeper problem of, people are.
What is she going to say next? What do you guys think I have no idea where this is going. What is the deeper problem here? People? Instant gratification?
Going to come for me for this, but it's like colonizers mentality. It's not just capitalism. It's we're going to come in, fuck this system up, and then set the tone and tell you these are the rules that you have to abide by.
She's spitting, dude. It is colonizing. It is colonizing. We're taking shit basically and then ruining it and making it our own. Bro, that's fucking good, dude. That's fucking good. I don't know. Give it up for her. Yo, Pain, if you're watching this, which you usually do watch my reactions to your stuff. You should put your guys' handles on there or names or something, because I still don't know her name. I don't know his name either.
No, we're taking everything from you. Like, this is the definition of a conquistador. Like, y'all just came in here raping and pillaging. Got a little bit of pushback. Got to live in the ambiguity and like the unknownness, but then continue to get pushback. But the people who are pushing back are the ones who also want to take over the land. They're just trying to push you out first. So it's just ugly. This is just ugly right now. I think for me, that's one of my biggest apprehensions with AI is that we just continuously feed it our goodness and our greatness, especially people who are like really spending time training their model to think like them. People are like, I'm not creating a replacement for myself. I'm creating a companion. But I'm like, imagine all the intellectual property that you're giving to an open source.
I mean, it is kind of how is it not colonizing music? Give me an argument for it not colonizing music. It's as close to colonizing music as you could possibly get, I would say.
That's what my issue is.
That was actually a good video. I like that a lot. Her name's Erin. Duh. Yeah, that sounds correct. Yeah, I think she's right, dude. I think she's absolutely correct. I don't see how it's not musical colonization. It's taking other music, doing what you want with it, and basically saying you own it. And people are trying to monetize it too. Okay, let's see. That was actually interesting. That was a good one to start on. I'm super woke. I'm so awake right now.